Hey guys, and welcome back to another video on the Road Builder YouTube channel. Today we got something kind of interesting. I don't exactly know what we're titling it or whatever, but we're gonna be building the enchantment place for my brand new game. You guys have not seen much of the new game. Like, you haven't seen any gameplay or anything really besides the swords, so I can't show you the map yet or any of the gameplay, but we're getting closer and closer. I think a few more weeks and the game will be done. Anyways, enchantment table is what I'm building today, and I was trying to think of an idea, so I drew this. Yes, I am an artist, if you didn't know. Probably 10 out of 10. Could get paid millions of dollars on Fiverr if I started selling. Anyways, this is kind of my idea. So a giant statue. So these would be like the statue's arms, torso, arm, and head. So like a Roblox character statue, like holding around a pedestal type thing. And then you would walk up it like 3 steps or so. And then up here would all be flat. And then there'd be a couple more steps with maybe like a gem or something up here, or a skull or something. All these circles would be like candles burning. And then in here, it would be like, I don't know, like one of those like tribally 6-star, I don't know what they're called, and I don't know how to make one yet, but that's the goal. So here's my concept art. I couldn't find anything on Google, so I just decided to draw one myself. Anyways, if this video sounds interesting to you, please make sure to drop a like for your boy, okay? We're trying to hit algorithm. We're trying to make some big plays, and just get into the good places in life and stuff. So first things first, I think I need to start out by just modeling the Roblox character itself. A lot of people might be like, hey bro, you could totally bring in a Roblox character, and that actually might be a better idea, to be fair. But I am gonna just try to model it myself so I can kind of pick exactly where I want lines and vertices at. So first things first, let's bring in a cylinder for the head. There we go. And this has to be probably more like 18. We want it pretty smooth, but the whole map of this game is flat shaded, not shade smooth. So it should be okay. We're gonna grab the top and the bottom face and press Control B to bevel, and then use our mouse wheel to kind of add in a little bit of loops here. We don't need that many. This is probably good. I might shade smooth it. Like this looks like a Roblox head, okay? So maybe just the dude itself will be shade smooth, but that'll work for the head itself. Now we need a torso, so let's add in a cube. I think the torsos are like 2 heads, so I'm just gonna do SZ and scale it something like that. That should be good. It's going to be going into the ground, so it doesn't really matter, nor will we be making legs. And then we're going to do S and Y to scale it out like this. That looks all right. The head might be a little too big though, so let me just grab these top faces, shrink them down just a little bit, and then we'll go back into solid view. There we go. Let's go ahead and grab all of this and bevel the edges of that. This is something, I guess, just like this. It looks like a little wide. I'm not sure, so I'm probably gonna have to figure that out after I do the arms. But speaking of the arms, I'm just gonna duplicate one of these and do SY and scale it in like this. Shift D to duplicate, move one over here. There we go. Yeah, I think the body is definitely a bit too wide. All right, that looks a little bit better. It still might be a little too big, but hey, I'm trying out here, so it's all good. We're gonna flip these 90 degrees and kind of line them up a little bit better like this. Looking kind of like a zombie. The head might need to go up just a hair as well. Sort of floating, but not really. All right, so I think I'm going to add a loop cut here and here. I probably should have just used a mirror, honestly. But let me go ahead, get these arms shaped exactly how I want, and then we'll start on the actual pedestal itself. All right, fellas, this is what I got for the Roblox dude, okay? I know the proportions are not perfect, and I know this torso is not how long it's supposed to be, but it's going to be sitting flat on the ground, so I'm not too worried about it or anything like that. But we can group, I don't know if I'm coloring it or not. I don't think I am. I think I'm gonna make it all stone, but at least I know the arms can be one object. The head and arms could probably be one object, I guess, because it'll probably be the same color. And we could go a little bit darker on the body, maybe. We'll just see how that one goes. But now it's time. Let's bring in a cylinder and see what we got going on. I usually kick this down to like 12, but I am going to go for a little higher of a count right now. So let's just S to scale. And then we're gonna do SZ to kind of flatten this out a little bit. Something like that. I'm gonna get it lined up with the bottom, just like this. And now we have all this that I'm gonna move forward so you can't see it through the back. It'll just kind of cut off back here. And maybe I'll add rocks, you know, like making it look like it's, or even like things making it look like it's coming out of the ground. I'm not exactly sure yet, but we'll figure all that out soon enough. Now we're gonna just do Shift D on this, move it up a little bit, and scale it in. And I think we only need 2. Like, it doesn't look bad with only 2 here. So yeah, we'll have it at 2. I think what I want to do now is make things look a little more rough, rugged, and torn. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do that just yet, but I'm gonna figure it out. And I'm also gonna try to add in a bit of decoration, and I'll see you guys back. Try to get, you know, more of an idea here. These could be one object for sure. And maybe even smushed a little bit like this, just so they're not as big of steps. Like that's not the key point at all. I just want some sort of elevation. All right, guys, so I really don't know how to make this look a little more weathered. That's something I have to learn still. So I'm gonna go ahead and build the candles. And to do that, we're gonna grab a cylinder once again.
The shape of candle, 16 vertices.
And I think I want to have like 16 vertices or so on this. And also I wanna just move it out here so I can actually see it.
Shape of candle.
And now I'm just gonna kind of shape one out real quick. All right, so here's what I got so far, candle-wise. I know it's not the greatest, but just give me a second. We're gonna add a subdivision surface modifier to it. Boom, looks a little bit better already. And let's see, we're gonna grab this and extrude it kind of inwards. And then we're gonna scale it down a bit as well. Then we're gonna press I to inset because we're gonna want some sort of a wick. Probably a bit too long, something like that'll work. I'm gonna just press G to kind of grab it and R to rotate it a little bit. I'm gonna grab these as well. R to rotate those. And I'm just gonna sink this back down so we don't have that weird thing that was going on here. Now, as you can see, it looks a little strange. What I'm gonna do now is just shade smooth. And I mean, it looks like a candle. I think this is definitely a bit far down, but for the most part, it's all right. So I'm just gonna scale this down, and very simply, there's a candle, okay? I think I'm gonna scale it on the Z-axis a little bit, something like that. And I'm just gonna kind of place those around. I'll add fire to them and everything like that. All right, guys, just got some candles placed around, and I already think this is starting to look pretty dang good. So I'm gonna move these forward just a hair so they're not inside the arms of the big, like, giant sculpture statue thing. And now I'm gonna grab this, press I to inset, just to bring like some sort of I don't know exactly what I want to call it, but you know, a little path, I guess. I'm not exactly sure. I'm gonna grab this and this and this and this, and I'm gonna extrude them up just a little bit, and then I'm gonna scale it in so it's sort of like I guess like a thing. I don't really know what to call it here, okay? I'm trying my best to. And now I'm gonna grab every that's like on the side because I'll be coloring these a different color. And I'm not too worried about pieces you can't see, but I am gonna go ahead and grab like the little edges that you can barely see, just because you could still see them. So I'm gonna grab those, and we got this guy right here. And then I'm just gonna press P in selection. Perfect. Now we have a little top as well on the whole little thing. I may flatten that out some as well. So S and Z, bring it back. So something like this, all right? And then for adding cracks, I think I'm just gonna not add cracks and grab some of these lines and move some lines kind of like, you know, so they're all different from each other and it won't look as uniform. I think that would be a great way to go about doing. I can't do too much, sadly, where I put the things at though, so that kind of sucks. All right, so I'm thinking something like this, and then I could even grab some of these lines and go like down a little bit or up a little bit, just depending how it needs to go so it can all match up. And once again, can't really do much with the top here because it's just, I did this a real stupid way, I'm not gonna lie. Like even right here, these are not connected anymore. All right, guys, I decided to delete everything I just did and go back, and now I'll make these stairs kind of separately. So after I finish crafting the stairs and doing everything like that, I can figure out what kind of carpet or whatever is gonna go up on the top. I'm not even sure yet. All right, guys, so I think this is it for the model side of things. It looks pretty good to me. I'm gonna go ahead and put it into Studio and start coloring it, and I may get like a decal from the toolbox for like the top. Well, we'll just see how it goes. All right, guys, it's all done, and I think this is what I'm gonna just keep with, okay? I have very, very minimal textures on it. I put them basically at 99 or 0.99 transparency, and they look pretty good. I'll be adding in a little particle probably to some of these candles, and this is the end. I kind of used some grass shrubs to make him have like hair and a beard, and then just some random ones across the bottom here. I think it looks pretty funny and pretty cool, so I'm gonna put it into the game. But that is gonna wrap up today's video. If you did enjoy and you want to see more content like this, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. Later.